uphold, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution and the laws of Ghana. That is not even democratic principle. It's about constitutionalism. Yeah. Nothing more, nothing. And the reason is this. If you read, there are two different cases by the Supreme Court on this subject matter. Frank Ajay-Chum and Derry. So in Frank Ajay-Chum, when the respected lawyer Bright Akwete brought the petition for the removal of Chief Justice Akwa, right? Aspects of the petition leaked front page of newspapers. That the impeachment was already with President Kufuor. The petition was with President Kufuor and was in the process of kicking the Council of State in. Then quickly Frank Ajay-Chum came before the court and said, the constitutional provision that allows for in-camera proceedings is mandatory. It's not optional. It does not give a person an election. And to the extent that it is mandatory, and the fact that portions of the petition for the removal of Chief Justice Akwa have leaked into the media, it offends Article 1, 4, 6, 7, and 8. And to the extent that it offends, the entire process becomes unconstitutional. That is how come the removal of Chief Justice Akwa was aborted. Right? That's how come. Then in the Derry case, Anas Arimiyao Anas had already indicated the premiering of the videos. So then he also went to court and said, the basis on which I have been hauled under Article 146 is this video of Anas Arimiyao Anas. And to the extent that the man has done the premiering, it's as good as publishing the Chief Justice Akwa's petition on the front pages of newspapers. So that constitutional provision that calls for, and if you read the provision itself, it says, you highlight that provision, Article 146.
Article 146 and
146, 7 and 8.
Yes.
It's a very instructive provision. Very instructive provision. Because you see, if you go to that aspect of the provision, what it says is that all
proceedings shall.
All proceedings. It does not even give an exception. That, this part of it, we can have it outside or this. It says all proceedings shall be held in camera. In camera is the Latin word for hidden, secret.
Okay. So how would you respond to the argument that in the Supreme Court...
I just want to draw. I just want to draw the distinction. So when Justice Derry then raised that issue, the Supreme Court, speaking through his Lordship Justice Bennett, said, look, there's a policy reason for the in-camera proceedings. And that policy rationale is that it may well happen that a Superior Court judge or anybody who is a subject of Article 146 proceedings may come out clean. But you know how we lawyers will do cross-examination. Like we say, cross-examination is at large.
Yes.
You may end up going to ask some questions that will raise issues here and there. You can't control a lawyer when he's doing cross-examination, actually. But you know how we lawyers so once you get to the point where it becomes very clear that some things may come out that may destroy a person who goes through such a proceeding, we are not wiser than the framers of the Constitution. No. Well, for a minute, let us not assume that when the people went to the polls and said, this is the Constitution that we want, excuse my language, there were people without foresight. No. That provision is a safeguard to protect the integrity of the process itself, the individuals, and their dignity.
Well, says the society has moved on.
No, I beg.
Maybe the intent behind that then may not necessarily be
thankfully,
responding to the exigencies of the time. Because of the demand for transparency and good governance.
Transparency, good governance itself has a limit.